coincidences. No coincidences. What I was having a conversation with this young lady was pretty much, and I'm not, trying to put her down or anything because I run into this to everybody. My intuition game's strong. I can't give most of y'all that credit. I can't. And trust me, I'm not your authority. I am your authority. I'm your fucking reflection. You might as well get used to it. But if you can, and this ain't a test of proving you wrong or prove me wrong, but I'm just going to tell you straight up. A lot of y'all who are so hell high on your intuition is based off of your instincts. Your intuition is only based off of everything that you think you already been through. So that's what my intuition pays attention to. Because my intuition is only going to keep me safe into what I know. My intuition is only going to have a correlation point into my experience. So if I got a shit ton of traumatic experiences where I've been allowing motherfuckers and tolerating motherfuckers my whole life, then my intuition is only going to keep me safe within that level of allowance and tolerance. When it gets to the end of what ain't safe, of what you keep allowing and tolerating, then your intuition kick in. But guess what you was dealing with while you was allowing and tolerating? Your instincts. The shit that make my ego feel good about having some level of control over my existence. And it is only when you push me to the limits of what I have control over, then my intuition kicking in. That's meat suit intuition. That is not soul knowing. That is knowing based off of a fucking Simple Jack and Truman Show. I only got a guidance system to keep me out of shit based off of the shit that I already allowed myself to get into. If it don't resonate for you, let your motherfucking life tell you tale. Real talk. So some of y'all might want to check your level of intuition is, see, you can't pull one over on me unless I allow it. And then you sit there and you admit it yourself. Unless I let you get away with it. But too many of y'all letting people get away with shit. But your intuition's strong. Maybe your intuition should be better about telling you to stop fucking yourself and then pointing that finger at everybody else who fucks you after you allow them to fuck you. Oops. So judgment. Gotta have better judgment. The other part of that, which really is the reflection of judgment, patience. People who judge everybody else tend not to have patience. So, in the sense to 3:17, if I take my thought out of what I think I'm starring in, then I'm left with 14. 17 minus 3 is 14. 14 by tarot is the Temperance card. Your patience. Patience, the counter to patience is urgency. We're just going to leave it at patience. What am I being too patient for? What am I being too patient for? What I judged. But remember, if I don't have good judgment, then I'm being patient for every fucking thing. If I feel like I've been burnt by what I judged, now I don't have patience for nothing. Now, that's too much. Now I need abstinence. Now I need spiritual maintenance. Now I need isolation. Let's just go there. Now I need isolations because I've been too patient for everybody else or everything else when I didn't give myself that level of patience, or I tricked myself into thinking that being patient for others would pay off for me not being patient with myself. Self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. Bad judgment. More instincts than motherfucking intuition. Sorry. Oops. So either way it go, you can take that 3 plus that 1, that's 7, that's a 20. We'll leave it that way. That's a 20. It's going to turn to a 2. The other way you can work the 317 is turn that 3 into the 17 and make it a 47. 3, 1, 7, make it a 47. 47. 4 is what? My thoughts in action. 4 is visualization, where I see myself. Holy shit, Simple Jack. Truman Show, where I see myself, The Matrix. 4. I see myself in creation, so therefore I am created. Now that I am created, I need to learn to love myself where I've been created. But if where I've been created was really just fucking illusion, am I really real? What the fuck you say? If my thoughts created what I wanted to see, and it's now where I see myself, am I really real? Or am I just seeing myself as part of the illusion and thinking that I'm the realest thing, allowing things in this life to show me what reality is, even though it ain't? Oops again. So you can Truman show yourself. You can make my eyes water, Simple Jack. Because you can play this role so many goddamn ways, so many times, and next thing you know, you forget that you was just a thought. But I thought. You're right. You thought, and then the fact that your first thought that put you here created more thoughts that put you elsewhere, trying to get out of where you put yourself in the first place, you forget where the fuck you came from. Where'd I come from? A thought. But what do you mean I came from a thought? You're right. You can't come from a thought. Your thoughts come from you. So holy shit, I'm a fucking illusion. Oops. See, thoughts don't have motion. They just filter around in your mind, and then your mind creates what it wants to see based off of that thought. But there is no real movement. It is only until the thought hits a point of activation within a meat suit that it actually starts to create reality. But the thought is just a fucking thought. But all we are is a bunch of compilated fucking thoughts out here thinking that we know what the fuck we doing when we really don't know shit. Oops. That's why I keep putting the fucking pictures up there to keep showing you different layers and levels of reality. And they're not fucking, filtered other than taking one and flipping it inside out. Holy shit. Now I see a whole nother fucking universe. Why? Because I thought I knew what the fuck I was looking at, but ain't nothing real. Oops. So 47, 4 plus 7. 4, I put myself in the box. 7, I see myself here and I love it. I must love it because I haven't told myself to stop doing it. You understand that? You must like it. You keep going back. I know so many people, not just saying it from a female's perspective, of y'all tell y'all girlfriends, you don't want to keep going back to this dumb ass. Hell, I got friends, over my years, we used to do the same shit. Yo, man, why you keep fucking with her? She ain't gonna do nothing but keep dragging your ass. You must love it. Yeah, you right, I do love it. She got good shit. See what I'm saying? So we make allowances and tolerances for what we want as long as it's giving us what we need. This fucking level of illusion that we call reality is giving us what we need. The ability to think. The ability to think and play out the thought is more important to the intelligent form of existence than to have the awareness that you don't have to think. I'm already everything. In the sense where I'm already everything, I don't have to think I'm nothing else. But I'm sorry. That fucking self-sabotage, that schizophrenia within itself, will make you want to be something that you're not, and you get mad when you don't make it there. Oops. Well, hello, Zen Mama. We are where we choose to be. Holy shit, 47. I brought you here. It is I, my child. I'm sorry. Let me quit playing roles. I'm just saying, 4 plus 7 makes 11. What's the 11? Justification. What's the 11? But. What's the 11? Linda. Justifying what I've done wrong because I think I have a sense of higher awareness. Remember, we already worked the 7. The 7 was how I see myself here, and I love it here. I see myself here, and I love it here because I'm really trying to get out of here. But in order to get out of here, I have to learn here. But if here is an illusion, what are you learning? An illusion. So I take my 7, where I see myself here, and I'm only trying to get to the 11, seeing myself into everything. Oops. 11 was what? 11 was you splitting yourself. 11 was I want to see myself here so that I can see myself over there. Even though this ain't a fact from my experience, science would tell you that you can't exist in two places at one time. It's a temporal paradox and all that bullshit. That is a mental paradox to see yourself outside of yourself in the same time. So you're going to dismiss one. So we see ourselves here and we struggle, and then we already project ourselves to where we want to be outside of struggle, that we forget that we were never really here, but even in, let's just say you are here. Where you project yourself to where you want to be, it is dismissive of where you currently are. And if you can't pay attention to what you really already have in favor of what you want, you're fucking yourself. Why? Because you're going to tolerate everything that you think that was outside of where you currently are in favor of getting to where you want to be. Hello, allowances and tolerances again. Well, I just know that I got to work this job 19 hours a day because it's going to be what helped me get to where I got to go. Holy shit, why don't you look at what you got now and find a better way of adjusting what you currently have in favor of getting towards where you project yourself to be until you learn that you can't project yourself at all. Because if I tell myself I want to be somewhere based off of where I am today, then I'm only using that same set of shit that probably fucked me to the point to where I don't want to be here. But if I honor what I have today and I let it bring in the awareness of everything else that is surrounding it, then I get to make better choices in that journey to wherever the hell I'm going to end up at. But if you fix your star, That 17, if you fix your star on where you want it to be, then you're only going to allow everything that was already in alignment with where you were. So you can't be a fixed star. You can't be a fixed star, and you cannot fixate around everything else around you. Remind you, the sun is a star. What does the sun do? It has everything rotate around you. It, as a sun, as a star, everything rotates around it. So you can't be out here being caught all up in your planets. You can't get caught up in your planets and your Mercuries and your Venuses and my conjuncts and my fifth house and my seventh house. That's a reduction. If I'm the stars, why am I being ruled by the planets? Why? Because it's the limitation of where I see myself. It's the 4 of my 7. It is where I put myself into a box, and now I love my box. But I love my box so much that I'm trying to get out of my box. But I think the only way to get out of my box is to stay in the box until I figure out how to become bigger than the box. What happens when you're trying to become bigger in the box? You end up getting contained. Because if it's packed right, holy shit, if it's packed right, you're not getting out. If it's packed with enough shit, enough material to keep you contained, you won't get out. Why? Because you'll become infected with the viruses inside of the container that is designed to contain you. What created the container? Your thought. So guess what's the only container that can set you free? Your fucking thinking. Break the fuck out of your thoughts and you already break the fucking box. You already disable the whole system by changing your internal thinking, and then everything else around you either A, changes with you, or B, reveals itself. Hi. Heal you and reveal everything else. Hi, my name is Heal and fucking Reveal. Heal you and reveal everything else. Hi, I'm your fucking reflection. Heal you and reveal everything else. Keep trying to heal everything else as a way of revealing you, you fucked. Keep waiting on everything else outside of you to reveal itself so that you can learn to heal, you fucked. You only looking to work the parameters of the box that already told you, I need you to be limited. You're only trying to find a way out of the box by going through the box. A slave that waits on his master to set him free, even when the master decides to set him free, the motherfucker ain't free. Sorry. If the slave won't free themselves, they're never free. Even when they get the condition and condonement of freedom itself. Holy shit, one fucking pen stroke away from going back in. Why? Because it's a condition. Conditions are what? Limitations. Limitations do what? Not let you be the star. You still subjected to who took themselves as the star of your fucking destiny. So if you don't write your own fucking map, but if you don't have the awareness of what map you're writing, you fucked. Too much contingencies. Fuck all that. So,